And welcome back to Studio 43, everyone, as we continue live on the Subway Post Game Show. Pleased to be joined in the studio by two guys who go by first names that are known all over the world. They would be Apolo and Jared from Subway. Now, you know what? Congratulations, Apolo Anton Ohno, who ran in today's New York City Marathon. Your first ever?
First ever.
Now, I've already asked the question. How are you feeling?
I feel a little wobbly right now. I feel good, though. I completed it. I did it under the 3:30 that I originally had planned.
3:30?
Under 3:30.
Wow. And you were running for?
Well, obviously running in partnership with Subway and also for the Special Olympics. And the extra motivation was if I had finished under 4, which I had planned to do, Subway would donate $26,200 to the Special Olympics. So there's some additional motivation aside from all the people who were lining all the boroughs in New York. It was an amazing experience, man. It was amazing. Yeah.
3 hours, 25 minutes, 14 seconds. Now, Jared ran it last year, so why didn't Jared run this year to keep it going?
That's what I'm saying. JB, you could fool me once, you can't fool me twice.
So
that is why I'm sticking to my 5Ks.
I'm trying to figure out where the rest of the famous fans are.
Right? We got to figure out who we're going to challenge next.
Yeah,
I mean, that's what we're talking about.
Don't look up here.
There's Shannon. Shannon or Coach.
I see 5 young guys up there. The ability and the potential. But I set the bar. So
I've already requested that CBS not give me that Sunday off.
Well, we all know that Apolo is the most decorated American Winter Olympian. Congratulations on a nice pedigree there. But
thank you.
Talk about how you train with respect to Subway plan, an integral part in that.
It was amazing. I mean, the entire experience was tough. You know, I still travel about 24, 25 days a month. As you guys know, I mean, it's a brutal schedule. And it was just different for me. I mean, very much like football athletes, I'm more of a sprinter. Very high intensity, explosive movements. I train for 40 seconds, and I need a minimum of like 20 minutes rest. That's basically what we do. And this was a different animal entirely, and it required a lot of different mental strength, physical strength. And everyone says, well, it's not the 13.1 miles that's the halfway point. It's actually the 20-mile marker that's the halfway point. And the additional 6.2 miles, which I had never run past 20 miles before, that was the real test for me mentally.
So the favorite meal was what? And then for Jared last year, the favorite meal was what?
Man, the favorite meal, it depended on what mood I was in. I can put away like 2.5 feet of subs like all day long. So I'm not a big guy, you know. So I mean,
we got you 5.5 foot of subs.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I was like, I'm always double meat because I like a lot of protein. Turkey, cheese, honey oat. All the vegetables.
And Jared, what worked for you? Go ahead.
Sweet onion chicken teriyaki. And as you know, I used to do 6 inches, obviously, but bumped up to a foot long. Didn't quite do 2.5 feet. But when you're burning that many calories running, especially through those long.
I was going to try to eat a foot long every mile, but that was probably going to be pretty difficult.
And talk about what you have there, Jared.
We got the melts in front of us right now. We have the big Philly cheesesteak. We have the steak and cheese. And these are obviously some of the heartier sandwiches at Subway, and they're featured this month. So obviously, when you're training hard and working out a lot, this is your reward.
My reward.
What you get to have.
I think this steak, bacon, egg, and cheese looks nice.
Sounds pretty good.
That's kind of good.
You know what people don't understand, Apolo, is just that you're actually standing right now, and you want to go back to bed.
That's what they think.
He's going to go back to bed right now.
Yes, holding me up. You can't see him right now.
We asked Apolo if he was going to run next year, and you told me to do what? Don't ask you that when?
You can't ask me that question right now.
Right
That's
now?
the wrong question to ask. I mean, above all, I mean, this was honestly, it was an amazing experience. I'm glad I was able to accomplish all my goals. The team at Subway was very supportive. I had a great marathon trainer, Todd Rushworth, who pushed me along the way. I'm very blessed to be able to run the marathon. And whether people are still finishing right now or the winners of this year's marathon, this is the people's race. Everybody in New York came out. They were cheering. The energy was electrifying. And for me, it was like walking to an Olympic stadium, except it lasted 3.5 hours.
Last couple seconds here before we say goodbye. Jared has an announcement that he wants to make as far as next year's race is concerned. That you will.
I'll be a spectator. Except for the 5K. I'll be at the 5K.
Hey,
I'll do that.
Congratulations.
Thank you, guys.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Hey, and he's flying over to Asia tonight at 12 midnight. By the way, where's your coach jersey, Jared?
It's sort of put away right now, but I'm in my Subway hoodie.
Oh man, you gotta represent no matter what.
Well, we're struggling a little bit this year.
Speaking of representing, will we see you in the Winter Olympics next year?
Oh, well, I'll be in London for the Summer Games the entire month. I'm doing some really
down the road rather for the Winter Olympics.
And then for the Winter Games in Sochi, Russia, I'm still taking a break. We'll see. You know, my heart still says yes. Then definitely I'll continue on. But right now I'm enjoying the long break.
Good job.